So back with another video. As you guys know, I'm gonna be going live every night. Just talk to you guys. And yeah, it's a different situation. Somebody parked in my spot today. So I'm trying to uh I might have to move my car, man, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I am gonna move my car. Cause I feel like it be some nosy people. I can't have the people in business. Like Pisces, I know y'all probably feel the same way, but like if you ever in a situation where you feel like you gotta move around because people be all in your business and just too consumed with what's going on in your car. But yeah, it's moments like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go over. Wait, actually, I'm gonna turn right here. It's curbside. There we go. Cause sometimes I say this, sometimes when you trying to have your me time or just doing your own thing, you actually have a lot of people that could be like in your business or just nosy, don't know how to like just just stay in their own little lane and just do their own thing. Nope, that's not how it is. But I mean, it depends who it is because like sometimes like just now the car that was just parked next to me, I could just tell like if I was just to go live, it was gonna be like a bunch of looking, laughing, or just a lot of, distractions. And I just didn't even feel comfortable even staying over there. But I just said I'll just come over here. So unfortunately, you guys, it finally ended. And sometimes you could try to save a relationship and then all of a sudden, you know, if a person already don't trust you, they don't how can I say it? They only want to talk to you to vent. And it's like I think it gets to a point where you just get tired of a person or you're not even really tired, you just don't really know what to say anymore. And so my girl called me and then she's like, "Oh, it's been 2 months since I seen you." And I'm like, we literally stay like right down the street, like 5 minutes away. And I told her, I said, I've been working. I haven't really been I haven't really been like, trying to really take time aside from work to go see her. And it's because she's negative, bro. Like she's one of those negative Nancy type of women that she's always complaining about her job. She's always complaining about, people messing with her on her job. It's like this high school kind of bull crap that keeps on, you know, it's just the same. If somebody calls you with that misery, it's almost like it gets old. So it's just for me. Holy man, welcome. Said God loves you. Appreciate that. Same, likewise. And yeah, unfortunately, it's this is the thing why I really did this live too, is because like what's going on, locked up? Welcome. How you doing? It's like, bro, it's okay to be single, bro. It's nothing bad with being single. And I got to see the contrast between the two. And it's like you get to a point, which one would you rather be, single or, in a relationship? It's hard as hell to find like the right person, bro. It's you can't have like it all perfect, but you damn sure have to get close to it because man, you can have a woman that, nags, like the one I had, for the most part, a lot of nagging, a lot of drama, a lot of, guess what happened? And I'm not that type of person. I can't hear a bunch of negativity when I'm trying to like focus on work and I got my own plate full. So yeah, it's unfortunately See, Holy Man said, brother, it sounds to me that you're going through some trouble. Is it okay if I pray for you? I mean, yeah, yeah, as long as you praying to, Jesus Christ. I mean, I sad to say that because, everybody got their own, what they praying to, whatnot. But this is the thing. I'm not like in no trouble. I just think that people have noticed that I have, you know, disappeared, vanished from their circle, their lives. And to me, it's almost like it has to happen because I gotta get back in the gym. I gotta get back working on me to where I'm not gonna prioritize her, what she got going on. Cause when I'm gonna tell you guys what's so crazy. When I first met, when I first met her, I weighed in at I was about 250. I was about 250. And all that stress weight, and I'm not blaming her, I'm just saying all that stress weight I accumulated all the way up to 330 is a big, huge difference. Mind you, when I first met her, I was in the gym. I'm talking I was in the gym almost faithfully, like committed, fully committed. Boom. I met her and I noticed this. You got to be careful with some women, is they're not really full supportive over you trying to like work out because they get insecure that you're gonna, either pass them up or not want them or find you someone else. So it's like, could you imagine someone always telling you, oh, you're handsome, and like you need to get in the gym, bro, to the point where that's just an insecure woman trying to like keep your chances low, and then sitting there trying to tell you like, oh yeah, you look good, nothing, or you're just good, you look just nice, like just like that. Like, no, I'm not. I never fell for that, but I'm just saying, like, be careful. That's why I don't like to reveal all my personal routines, and you shouldn't, especially when you first meet someone. Don't as contagious or just as, put it like this, as easy as it is for you to reveal it. It's like just keep all your personal like hobbies, interests, keep it to yourself because some of these women, as soon as they find out you working on something, you got, something that is occupying your, most of your time, oh, they ain't gonna like it, bro. They gonna be trying to, become, that of which you put a lot of time into. And so yeah, she called and then, she wanted to talk about her job mess. And I told her, this is not the time. I cannot hear this shit no more. Like if you like I just told her flat out, like if you absolutely hate your job, quit. I don't know what you want from me. Like if you don't want to work there, quit. I don't know what else to say. And it's like I'm not gonna sit here and listen to this shit anymore. And then that's when we got to the, well, I'm not happy in this relationship anyway, and you know, we never do nothing, and I haven't seen you in 2 months, and yeah, I'm a woman, and I need attention, and I need all this bull crap, and I'm like, bro, see, that's the thing. That's why I said when you have to choose and make a decision between which one of these like dynamics do you want? Do you want the relationship? Then it's almost like then that's the shit that comes with it. And then it's almost like if you want to be single, then it's just you. Just be single. But at least you got peace because, bro, like I regret that I actually, got with her and thinking that, oh, I wanted to be in a relationship or just have somebody to talk to on a day to day. And it's like, bro, not if it's about negativity. Let me see. Locked up said facts is hard, bro. Definitely it's hard, bro, because like I don't even, it's crazy. Like 2 months is a long time, and like I've been cut the sex off. I didn't even want to like be having sex with her like that because I told her like I'm just trying to like lay low. I'm trying to be cool. I'm trying to just settle down. Get married at some point. I said I'm not looking for that like like that little high school relationship bull crap where, oh, we just messing around and like letting time waste. But then, she had the nerve to tell me if she were to marry me, she would do what she said she would get a what is it called? A prenup, or it's some kind of shit where she said, oh, she wants to keep her things that she got married, um that she got married with, that she already had with, her belongings, whatever. And I'm like, well, if you really feel like that, fam, we don't need to do no marriage. I mean, because I feel like if you're worried about me and, gaining something from you, that means that that's where your heart is. You really don't, it's kind of like doing that's kind of like is already over before it starts because you're just already trying to keep shit and trying to differentiate, like, oh, this is my truck, and oh, I'm coming into the situation, and yeah, if you leave me, you can't have my truck and you can't take these things from me. And it's like, bro, you're already focused on drama and we ain't even married yet. Like, so that's one thing. And then let me see, Hip to Death Game said, you're right to want to avoid negativity. That energy prevents gratitude, and gratitude is everything. Yeah, because like me, bro, it's like this ain't like me, bro. Like man, I'm telling you, bro, like I all put it like this. It was almost like a ritual. I will get up in the morning, go straight to the gym, and like just have a routine of just like you just like, putting your shoes on, tying your shoes, getting dressed for the day. But I had my like sets just set kind of like a I forgot what they call those, but it's like get up and go. I had my method, and it's like messing with her. It ended up messing up my whole focus on my workouts and stuff because people telling you lies, people saying things that's not right, not true. And, it's to me, I told her like I cut the sex off because I said like I'm not doing that sex stuff because I'm not trying to get trapped and get, caught up in that whole um, lusting or just like I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like it gets, bro. I don't even know how to say it, bro. It's not natural. Like it's not natural for me and her to have sex because to every time we get to that point, it's almost like she's me and her we argue a lot. So it's like she's always trying to tell me like how she wants it done, and I'm like, I don't got time for this shit, bro. Cause she's trying to tell me, oh, I did all the work last time and now it's your turn. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that, bro. Leos are something else, bro, when it comes to they like to demand they see what you gotta be careful with Leo is that Leo women, they'll try to like tell you what to do. Especially if you're a Pisces, they'll be like trying to order you around and trying to tell you to like, you know, um, like they want to do, doggy and they want to bend down. It's like, don't tell me what to do. Don't be trying to tell me how to do you, because like that just takes all the like vibe. That take everything out. It makes it feel like she just some hoe that I'm messing with. That is actually that bad to where if you like women's supposed to be submissive. They're supposed to be gentle, just no giving you no lip, just going, being a woman, fam, feminine, just being like, but when they get to telling you like, oh, this is how I'm not gonna, cause me, it's like, I don't, cause you gotta understand, now this is kind of funny, but I gotta lose weight, okay? I know that, okay? I consciously am aware. So I'm not like how I used to be when I was like 21, where I could do doggy and not, not get back spasm, not get a back ache. To where now I'm older. See, I'm in my 40s, so I can't move how I used to move. So I gotta work out, bro. I gotta work, get in the gym because, bro, my back be really like giving me probably even like today. I damn near took the day off because my fucking back, bro. It's like once I started, like yesterday when I was lifting like all those heavy ass gallons, like 24 packs of waters for people, delivering that shit, all those heavy loads. My back took a beating for it, and then like today, I just couldn't, bro. Couldn't even just for me to walk around. It was like my back was just aching, bro. But anyway, I would say it has affected my, my adulthood when it comes to, doing the doggy thing is like I don't really that ain't my go-to anymore. I'm kind of like the chubby guy that wants to sit down on the couch and have her bounce on me. So she's tired of doing the bouncing thing. So I'm like, well, hey, well, we ain't gonna have sex then. That's just the end of it then. Cause I'm not gonna hurt. If something's supposed to feel good, why the hell am I gonna want to hurt for it? Like, why am I gonna want to hurt my back or do something that's gonna make me feel the opposite? There's not even no point. And then, I ain't gonna lie, because I am being kind of passive. I was really trying to break up with her like back then anyway. So I was just like, hopefully, if I just don't give a fuck no more, she'll just leave. Like, okay, I don't wanna, yeah, I'm not really, sleeping with you, getting in the bed with you. So I mean, yeah, she mentioned the same thing. Well, I could always just go find somebody else. And I said, well, I guess that's probably the best thing for you to do. I'm like, cause I don't want her anymore. I'm like, just go find somebody else that will sleep with you, talk to you all goddamn night about your job. Like, I'm over it, bro. Like, please. I want something. I want to, it's almost like you getting something off a menu and the food is always cold. It's always the same shit to where you don't want it anymore. It's like you get the eggs with you know, the biscuit, and it's like you eat that and it never changes. It's the same shit every day, bro. The same bull crap. And it's like you'll look at that meal and be like, bro, you just throw it against the wall, like, bro, I don't want this shit no more. Can I get something new? Can I please like try? You know what's crazy? Now, not to sound like a broken record, but I've even like I have an interest in meeting somebody. Like I'm getting jungle fever. Now I'm starting to want somebody that's nothing like, what I've what I've tried, or it's like now I want to get me a Caribbean, or like a, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like I want something outside of myself. I want something different. I don't want the same shit I've always had, or could get. It's like now I want something that I never had because, bro, like to me, it's a whole nother level to dating. But like, you know, I now I will say this, like you gotta how can I say, like today I kind of like I screwed up because I gotta make a lot of changes, you guys. Like I got too comfortable, too relaxed, too calm to where, I kind of like let myself go in so many different areas where I've never let myself go at, to where um like people are like, Joe, do you change your clothes, bro? You always got the same hoodie. Every time I see you, you got that same gray hoodie on. And I'm like, bro, it's a part of the chubby guy's lifestyle, Brody. I gotta lose weight, so I can't be wearing like certain things because it don't fit, bro. So I mean, like, it's funny, but it's like the truth, bro. You can't like do something and you're gonna look stupid because it doesn't fit right or doesn't fit how it used to. So it's certain clothes that I would want to wear, but it's like it don't fit right. I got to get new clothes because all my old clothes is all just like when you gain you guys know when you gain weight, your clothes you might have favorite outfits or whatever, and it don't fit the same anymore. So you got to just wear something right so you leave the house. You wash your clothes and it's the same hoodie or same. But you know, it's some. I guess at the same time, I really just don't give a fuck, bro. And I probably need to give a fuck at some, at some point. But it's to me, it's like, bro, I really be working like every day, bro. I really don't be like, I ain't no pretty boy or, however you say it. I'm not like a dress up dude. I'm kind of like, you know, I say this, I focus more on my gadgets. Like, I keep saying, I feel like now I am sounding like a broken record. I focus on my gadgets. I always make sure I got my phones. I make sure I got um my electronics. That's really what I care about. So like I'll get my my iPhones. I got like four or five different cell phones, but I use them all for like content and just like gaming. So like to me, that's where my heart is to where it's like, yeah, I will really like go buy something like electronics before I buy clothes. If that makes sense. Or I'll go buy a car or something that it'd be like, oh, I'll go buy a car over clothes or whatnot. But it's like to me, at the end of the day, bro, the relationship situation, it's like, bro, I don't I ain't gonna lie, like I just wish it's certain things like I ain't gonna lie, some women just like, bro, they don't know how to like, you know, do certain things and then chill out when it's the some ongoing or something that's like, you know, something that's redundant. It's like they keep repeating the same thing because that's exactly what was getting to me, bro. And I started to avoid her at all costs. Let me see. Locked up said you swam away. You smoke weed? Nah, man, I don't even smoke weed no more, bro. See, like me, I'm what they call it? A strategist, bro. So like I used to smoke weed, but I never used to get high. So like when I used to think I was high, that's my normal way. That's the normal way I act anyway. So it's like people every time people like talk to me, they be like, bro, you sound like you like drunk or you sound like you high when you talk. I'm like, nah, bro, I just naturally just groggy like that. That's just the way I talk. They just like, damn, that's crazy. But when I used to smoke weed, I never used to feel nothing different. So it's like, no matter it wasn't in trust and believe, wasn't no Reggie. Okay. That wasn't the issue. It's just that it just didn't do nothing for me. If anything, it made me more paranoid, more like, constantly looking over my shoulders and, double checking things. But besides that, I never really got high. It never did nothing for me. Even even when I used to smoke cigarettes. But the only thing that I used to do that actually worked was the pills. The pills were more the tabs. They were more. Uh, now don't get me wrong. When I used to do those pills, bro, I did the pills for like too long. See, I was doing pills uh like ecstasy and shit. I was doing that shit for like a long fucking time, bro. To where like I probably would have died had I kept going, but the doctor was telling me like how I need to stop because of my kidneys and shit. So liver, all that shit gets fucked up over time. But bro, I was popping them bad boys, bro. Like before I go to work, when I would wake up in the morning, and I was taking a bunch of them shits, bro. I was taking over the amount. And I wasn't even trying to like do no suicide, kill myself, nothing like that. No, it's just that the feeling, bro, you feel so it's so crazy, like, bro, like it's like if a person was to do shrooms, bro, like you start like just seeing different shit, hearing different shit, folks looking different than they really look. When especially if it's like imagination, how you can imagine something. It's like, dang. But I was in a whole nother zone, bro, to where when I had to stop, bro, I went to the doctor Cause they told me my pulse was super low. My pulse was like at least like, I ain't gonna lie, it was like 20, 30. It was super low. When I went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yo, I'm surprised you ain't dead, bro. Cause you literally, your pulse is literally super low right now. And he was like talking to me, and he was like, stay with me now, stay with me now. Come on, man. Your pulse is like super low. But then when they checked my heart rate, bro, my heart rate was like 29, bro. No bullshit. 29, bro. It was just literally just barely beating, bro. But it was because the pills, bro, I had took them for so long, bro, that literally, bro, I was eating them shits for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bro, I was consuming like, and I'm gonna tell you why I was taking them, bro, because I had an anger problem, bro. I was super like, this is why I tell Pisces, like, this is why I give so much knowledge about Pisces because, bro, like, I was so angry, bro. I didn't even know I had that rage in me like that, bro. Until I got pissed off one time, bro, and man, like I shattered just a whole glass window. I threw that chair through that shit, bro. I was just so pissed. I had all that anger built up in me that it was like, damn, why am I this angry, bro? Like, why? Where's this shit coming from, bro? Or I just felt like bro, I'll be wanting to rip some shit in half, bro. That's just how like my temper. I had a bad temper, and when I had started doing them pills, bro, that shit started making me more relaxed, making me more calm, bro. To where it was like a distraction for me doing that or thinking like that, bro. Otherwise, if I had it like just not taking them, I probably would have been locked up or dead because I would have just been fighting, getting into it with people constantly. And I think the shooting that happened was a wake up call because you gotta understand when I was living that life and being that type of person, and then I tried to chill out, then it was like it ended up hitting me like boom. And I wasn't ready for it because it was like I felt like in my life I was done with that shit. I wasn't even trying to be like hot headed. And then boom, they slid on my shit to where it was like that could I have like maybe two people where I felt that was, but then like I felt like, bro, whatever. I ain't gonna lie though, I didn't really think that I was gonna make it, but I'm glad I did make it out alive because, bro, that was the worst thing. And then I was driving my little work car, so I was scared because I didn't want them to like I didn't want my work car to get totaled because of the bullet holes. Now I got like two bullet holes in my left fender, and it's like it didn't. Luckily, the bullets didn't like penetrate through the fender or hit the motor or hit anything under the hood because I already got it checked out from a mechanic and he said that it didn't go through. So luckily, it just like hit the metal and just like put a hole in the metal part. But these holes were just like hell size kind of. So I'm like, good thing it didn't hit the tire. Even my mechanic, he said if that those bullets would have hit your left tire, your whole tire would have popped like super loud. He said it could have been um damaging to your ears, from the pop of it because I was driving too and had they shot at my tire while I was driving, ain't no telling how I could have like spent out, swerved into a oncoming traffic, or it wouldn't have been a good sight. But it's like that's the second time that I've been. It's crazy because I will say like growing up, my parents and stuff. I used to live in the hood like growing up and whatnot, and they used to have like drive by shootings like every so many weeks. That would just be like my grandmother used to have us all like hit the floor and shit, bro. Like, and it used to be so crazy because my grandmother, she used to be um, she used to be like yelling, like, get down, they're shooting. And then, cause I'm mixed, so my my grandmother, she white, and she was just like, yo, she was like, they're shooting, they're shooting, get down, get down. And it's like, bro, we used to be like kids and just literally smack the floor because we didn't want to get shot, bro. Because if you just walking around, bro, you get messed around, get popped, bro. Walking around and somebody come through with what uh I ain't gonna say ARPs, but they coming through spraying. Shit, we was just flat on a like forehead to the floor, like bro. And we used to. The funny thing was when we was kids, bro, we used to always practice those little drills of hitting the floor because we were like, we gotta be ready, we gotta be ready because they do a drive by, we gotta we gotta be ready for it. As soon as they do the drive by, we all had our little spots and just smack the floor like just go just head. Because when you're a kid, you be extra flexible, cartwheeling and all kind of backflips and shit, and you end up landing flat fate, doing something funny or dangerous, but then it's like exactly like you just fall forward, like boom. So it's like, bro, growing up and seeing all that shit, bro, I just been like, bro, I've always tried to escape that type of shit, bro, to where when that shooting happened, bro, that's what I take. I had to take medication for that shit, bro. PTSD, bro. That's exactly. I wasn't expecting to get that, bro, but I had, bro. It was no way for me to recover from that shit. But like, it's like one of them movies. What is that movie called again? I forgot the name. But it was like one of them movie. It's like a movie where like, um, you just you driving normal, regular, and then you don't know somebody's like coming for you type of feeling, bro. I can't explain it, bro. And then you just like do 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 do, just driving, and then you see something like that don't look right. You see somebody ride past like smooth, and then you like, yo, what is this? But yeah, let me see. Locked Up said, so what made you get into astrology? Uh, well, I say this. I never had intentions on doing astrology, bro. 4 years ago, cause like I said, I had been like rapping, doing like music and like computers and games, video games and shit was like my first go to or passion. But in the past, like I had a YouTube channel called Twerk City TV, and it was like, I actually didn't really know too much about YouTube except you could post, and I posted like plenty little like videos of like uh, girls dancing and twerking and stuff. And I remember I did a video that did like 300K on some. It was like a music video, but it had so many. It was it went against policy of the guidelines, so the whole channel got like shut down. But I was just like, I always, once I got more knowledge about YouTube, I wanted to get back on it. But what happened was I had like tried, man, dozens of channels that just flopped, bro, that just couldn't, they never took off. They never did no numbers. Like not, I'll say some of the videos I probably got like maybe 100 views. That's it. And it was like, it wasn't going nowhere. So I said, screw it. I'm gonna do this real recognize real. Mind you, when I was coming up with the whole idea of what I'm gonna call the channel, it was initially supposed to be a music channel. See, that's why y'all probably can see the little music little uh official mark symbol thing next to the name on the YouTube channel. So it's supposed to initially be real recognize real, was supposed to be a music channel. Boom. So I'm like, okay, I dropped some music. That's when I did that one song, Real Recognize Real. And it was just a little intro type of song that I released. But anyway, next thing you know, I started releasing videos, just random videos, bro. I didn't really know what to make. So I just started doing random shit. Like I did a video like uh what I do. I did a video about shaving. So I like shaved my face and just like did that random video, and that video was like it did pretty, it was straight, but I did so many different randoms that I just didn't really know what the niche. I didn't really know nothing about that type of stuff. What what a niche meant and whoopty whoopty woo. And then I got I got a I got frustrated because I couldn't pick a niche. So my brother, every day my brother would talk to me about my brother Aries. Every time I would talk to my brother, he would always be like talking about zodiac signs. And he was like every day coming to me about like, oh man, I found out what my rising is, and I found out what my moon is, and this is why this and this and this. And I'm like, never used to understand why he would talk to me about signs, bro. Cause I used to be like, bro, chill out with them signs and whoopty whoopty woo, right? Then all of a sudden, when I was doing the ecstasy, the pills, bro, I had seen the numbers, like all the birthday numbers, right? And I added them up, and then I came up with like 3 and 3. And then I ain't know really why I was doing that. I said, why the hell did it say add all the numbers up coming 3 and 3? And I was like, oh, you know what? That's the angel numbers. And then like while I was high, bro, and just out of it, bro, I was all like coming up with like the best ideas, the best shit, bro. Like just mixing, just doing shit, bro. And when I came up with the real recognized real, something was telling me to, flip the E's to threes. I'm like, okay, boom. And then it was telling me like, my I believe it was my subconscious was just like at work telling me, yo, do this, talk about, the different, like the Da Vinci Code, talk about stuff that nobody ain't talking about. And I went into that lane, and then I'll say, you know what? I was hesitating because I was like, bro, ain't nobody finna watch this shit, bro. I was like, bro, I said, you know what? This is my last YouTube channel. I said, bro, I'm just finna do this video about why people don't like Pisces. But before I did it, me and my brother had a conversation again in the living room. He came over, he was like, he said, he said he paid some dude, some I guess he's a big time. I think his name is like what is his name? Diplo or like flight. He be saying like flight boss or whatever. He paid the dude like $150 for a chart, like get a reading or some type of chart thing for his natal chart. Tell him what all the signs and everything related to his natal chart. He got um some type of thing, service done regarding it. And then I'm sitting here telling him like, bro, you could have just gave me the 150, bro. And then, but I'm like, whatever. So then, so then I'll tell, okay, the fireplace situation. The fireplace was burning, right? And I'm high as shit, bro. But then as I was looking at the fake fireplace, it was like I started to see something, and I said, wait a minute. I said, I got an idea. I told my brother, I said, bro, this shit finna blow up, bro. I said, you know what? I said, bro, it just hit me, and I don't know why I didn't think of this shit sooner. And I told my brother, I said, bro, I said, when you look at the fake, I said, I asked him a trick question. I said, bro, when you look at the fireplace, I said, do you know what it is? And he was like, nah. I said, look at the fireplace for at least 20 seconds and tell me, what do you see? And then he just looked at the fireplace, and then he was like, I'm lost, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. I said, bro, exactly. I said, exactly. You're lost, right? You don't know what I'm talking about, but I just told you to look at this fireplace that, it's a fireplace. But here's the difference. What I didn't tell him was this is not the real fireplace. This is a facade. See? Then I told him, I said, you know what a real fireplace look like, right? And he said, nah. I said, bro, how you don't know that? He said, I thought that was the fireplace. I said, see, because I left the whole mere fact that it wasn't a real one. I didn't say that. You assume that was a real fireplace. See? Cause he think about it, even a person don't know just cause they don't really be around fireplaces anyway. The whole point was I said, had I told you it was a real fireplace, then you would have been like, oh, okay. So I said, wait a minute, I'm on to something. Then I told my brother, I said, watch this, bro. I said, I'm finna do this channel and I'm finna drop this why people don't like Pisces and watch. It's finna blow up, bro. Soon as I told him that, bro, he was like, nah, bro, it ain't gonna work, bro. I said, what, why it ain't gonna work? He was like, cuz, bro, like, he just had that. He just looked at me like, I don't think you ain't. He was just like, nah, it ain't gonna work, bro. I said, watch. Boom, drop that video. Like the first week, it was like, it did like, it was like growing like 1,000. Bro, when I woke up the next day, bro, that shit had like, I was monetized like ASAP, bro, to where the video did like 50, 60K in like a week, bro. And it gave me like 3,000 subs off that one video, bro. And, bro, not to mention, I made like $500 off that video, bro. Just that quick, like 1 week. So then my brother, he got, I don't know, bro. He just turned on me, bro. It was the weirdest shit ever, bro. I go to my brother, I'm like, yo, bro, look, I gotta show you, my analytics, bro. Come see this, come see this. He come in there, run in the room, see. And I said, look, dog, I told you illusion outweighs a facade, bro. I'm screaming this to my brother, like, I told you, I told you. And my brother was just like, he wasn't happy for me, bro. That's how I know jealousy is real, bro. Like, he had been trying to get his YouTube going. My brother made man, listen, my brother made a video. It did 10K in one day. He could have got monetized. I said, bro, don't delete that. Don't delete that video, bro. And he was all insecure and saying, like, oh man, I look like a fucking, stupid, such and such. I'm like, bro, that's content, bro. You was trolling. I said he was on there stuttering and acting like he couldn't, pronounce things. And he was trolling and he started stuttering. And the views just blew up for him. And I said, bro, do not delete that video, bro. Why this man deleted, bro? And he had 10K. Like the video was, man, snowballing. Like he didn't let it finish. He just looked at it because he felt stupid. I'm like, bro, no YouTube video is not supposed to be perfect, bro. If it's perfect, then it's gonna be boring. So I'm like, no, it's not supposed to be perfect. But yeah, man, it was just crazy how that went down because my brother just changed. He stopped talking to me. Didn't say nothing else to me, bro. And I'm just like, yo, that's why I told him, like, see, some people just don't want to give. That's why I said it's that Pisces thing, bro, where people just don't want to give you the credit, bro. They just don't want to be like, oh, you was right. Or yeah, man, yeah, you was on. Yeah, man, you had it. They don't want to give you the little credit. See? So it's just like, I felt like he was hating, like he just didn't want to give me kudos for that because he probably didn't know how, you know what I'm saying? Like he probably still to this day don't even really know what I was talking about. But I told him like he's like 20 something. He's like 24. I'm like, bro, you know exactly what I was saying, bro. You telling me your moon and your rising and you don't understand when I said look at this fireplace. I said, do you know what, like what do you see? And he's like, "Oh, I just see fire." I said, "You think that's real fire?" And he's like, "No, it's not. No, it's not real." But he wasn't sure. No, well, yeah, it's kind of. I said, "Bro, it's not a real fireplace. That's a fake fireplace, bro. It's just for decorations, right?" But if you really look at that, what does that mean? That's a facade, bro. A lot of people are fake. They try to act like there's something, but they might act like there's something to fit in, but they're really not that of what of how they look to others. But people perceive it as the same damn thing. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna, cause I'm not, like I said, I'm not an astrologer. So just because I'm not an astrologer doesn't mean that I don't know what I know. See, so I can still tell you guys I can still teach and I can still, as long as I know what I'm talking about, bro. If you look at everybody that talk about signs, they're all different anyway. See? So if you ask yourself, well, what is an astrologist supposed to look like? There ain't no certain way that an astrologer is supposed to look like. But even an astrologer could be in a situation where they're not telling it, telling it so. They could be not telling it so to where people trust them. And guess what? It's a lot of astrologers that I can name offhand that they not telling it like it is, bro. And then the problem is why I get so low views, bro, is because I get so low views is because I'm not doing tarot cards. See? Now I guarantee you, see, the more darker you go, then it's almost like the algorithm is like, okay, like there's something tied in with that kingdom of darkness, bro, to where once you start to get like deep in that shit, you become a witch, a warlock, and you start, accepting the Baphomet, like the demonic entity, and initiation. Then all of a sudden, your views blow up because you're working for the devil. See, you're like full time working for the devil. And people don't understand that. It's like, so if you see me, you like, damn, real recognize real. He really be knowing his shit. But why his views don't be like this other person's? Because, bro, they're doing tarot cards, bro. They're doing like the dark shit, bro. The demonic shit. And I'm not doing it. I refuse to, because you want to know the craziest thing is that I'm a Christian, bro. I'm not even like, I know this knowledge, bro, but I have knowledge in everything, bro, to where the reason why I study astrology is because when I see it, I wanted to always be able to identify it. I wanted to always be able to know it, see it, smell it, taste it, to where if I didn't never want something to be, to slide past me and I knew nothing about it. It's cold blooded. But I'm in nowhere. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, as you see. I did many things that's not right, but I know what I know. It's not like I'm on here trying to be something I'm not. See, so to me, it was just like when, like, the reason why, okay, for instance, like, how can I say it? It goes to a point where, like, I know, because somebody asked me this yesterday, like, what is your channel, like, what it's about? Like, what does it mean? Like, what is it about? And I'm like, bro, I'm just here to, uncover the unknown, bro. It's like, it's a lot of stuff that I know that I can help people with, bro. That I would be somebody like you could talk to about something that you want to bounce off things to get like answers to real life, questions, scenarios, relationships, or just wisdom, bro. Just wisdom, like just stuff like, if you do this, this will happen. If you don't do this, this will happen. Like, so it's almost like you could come to me and then you could ask me anything and I got the answer for you, like versus talking to your mom or talking to somebody that don't care to listen, bro, or to like really feel where you coming from, bro. You know how many people want that, bro, and they can't get it even from the people like in their family, friendships. They can't even get a person to really bounce nothing off to because they just don't know. They don't really have nothing for you. Appreciate that, Mary Gold. Welcome, C Main, welcome. And that's the thing, like, cause don't get me wrong, bro. I was almost there, bro. I could have been, bro. It don't cost like much to go buy a deck of, a tarot deck. The problem is, bro, like once you open that deck, bro, then you got to get sage, all kind of extra shit, bro. You can't just buy the deck it ain't like some type of ornament, you know, it ain't like a regular, gaming deck, like a game, like a pack of cards. If you were to play like blackjack or something, it ain't like that, bro. You go buy a tarot deck, that's like the originators, the people that started that shit, like it's almost like their blood is on them shits, bro, to where you can't just have that just laying around your crib on some, oh, we do that type of shit when we, do the channel, because them decks, they hold spirits, bro. Like you can't, like, don't be surprised the lights start flickering. You hear shit through the night because you got that deck sitting there. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who made that shit. Like, put it like what if some Epstein type shit occurred with them cards? Like, for example, like it's on that level where it's like, bro, it could be a satanic dude that's like, was drinking blood and he's super cursed, bro, to the point where if he made them cards and you got them in your crib, bro, you're summoning spirits, bro. That's a portal. A portal open up and you don't even know it, bro. Like, bro, I saw this with my own two eyes, bro. The man showed the light and was showing the portal, and that frequency was right in his damn living room, bro. Cold blooded, bro. And that's see, if a situation reach a certain frequency, you will be able to see the portal. See, that portal open up. It happens in even the entertainment business, bro. In entertainment, when musicians they get on stage, bro, like Travis Scott, bro, and then all of a sudden you see like a symbol. It could look like a mascot or look like a cartoonic face, but that's a demonic situation happening, bro. That's a spell. First off, the spell lets off first, and then you sitting up there, you don't know that this whole portal is opening up for you. See, and then you looking, you really got your attention, you focusing on it, you clapping, you cheering, and all this type of stuff. But then you start to feel the effects. You start feeling like, you're choking, you're smothered, you just start to feel like, like everything gets tight. You can't move, you can't breathe. Those are all effects of that portal, bro. See? And the thing is, people don't understand this, but like when they did a study about how this shit works, it's like it's a reason why the artist is on stage and you're in the crowd because of um, you know, the idol worship. Is people that worship when the fans they clap, you know, whoever's on stage. It's like they're paying, that they're worshiping. So that's why they call it idol. Idol worship is when you idolize someone, you put them on a pedestal. So people don't know that the actual, music is actually there to hypnotize you in such a way. But it's like, bro, people do the see the problem is why people don't believe that because everybody's doing it. So they think it's okay. Like, yeah, yeah, he has tarot cards. I have them. People think that just because, a few people have them, it's okay, bro. But I put it like this, it ain't no different than a Ouija board. Like a Ouija board is the same situation. Like if you open that game, bro, and play that in your house, I wouldn't do that, bro. Cause it's like this. You can't see, put it like this, it's what you can't see, bro. And it's like you don't notice it until cause it's like a game, and then it's like something spiritual is happening and you don't even know it. It's almost like you done unlock some shit, summon some shit in your crib. Now all of a sudden, all kind of shit happening, paranormal activity, you name it. It's like because you done opened that portal, you summoned that spirit, see, and you don't know the person that started it. See, just imagine. I'm gonna tell you another thing to look at. Let's say, let's say you had somebody in your family that passed away, right? And let's say that person was not a good person. Just keep it real. They wasn't a good person, right? Before they passed. And let's say they just, got into some bad things. Now, let's say the ashes of the person that passed away, let's say, they were cremated. You got their ashes in some type of shrine where, like, let's say it's inside of a vase or inside of a pouch or some type of, like, shrine situation that you go into or you are nearby, with it to where you could feel your brother's presence or, like, or wherever it's there for, right? So imagine if somebody were to go in there and tamper with that. Let's say, some kids are just running around playing with it, throwing it like a football or, a bean bag, and they just tossing it around. And it's like, bro, that's my brother, like, or, not my brother, but that's like somebody that, passed away. That's their ashes. Like, what are y'all doing? It's like little moments like that, bro, to where some people might feel like they need to apologize. They might start to get on the ground and start to, talk in such a way like their brother is still there, but he might see the problem is that's why they say you have to let the dead rest, bro, because you could literally like get to you know, like awaken them, not like physically, but it's like you could literally summon them because you sitting up there calling their name. You're saying, you got something. The ashes, bro. Still, bro. It ain't no joke, bro. Like there's certain things you just gotta leave alone, bro. Like can't play with it, touch it. And like I know a family member that got on that, bro. Like I say, I didn't know she had the tarot cards, and then like it was just ironic that she brought it up. Like, oh, I got tarot cards, and I said, let me see the deck. And then she came with the deck, and I went just like this. And she said, no, 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 don't touch my deck. Don't touch my deck. Don't touch my deck. Oh, no. She said, because otherwise I have to, clean my cards with sage. And I said, now that's going too far, bro. Like, sage, really? So if somebody was just to touch the cards, you really, something's going to happen. Yeah, I don't let people touch my cards and you don't know where people's spirits have been. And I said, oh, okay, okay. And little did she know I didn't never come back over there ever again, bro. Even this family, I just was like, bro, I'm not coming over here, bro. Good. Thank God I didn't spend a night or like come over here. Cause she has several tarot decks, bro. She just was, coming out with them. But yeah, man. That's the thing. Like I say, yeah, see, man, exactly. It's like we read people, not cards, bro. It's the cards is the cards. Yeah, yeah, facts. See, man, when you said if you know, you know. Most people don't. Facts, definitely. It's the cards is the distraction, bro. It's the see. This how I'm a. This is I've said this before, but like this is the thing, bro. I'm a just tell y'all flat out. Okay, I'm not like trying to throw shade. I'm not hating on nobody that does this. But the tarot cards is the way. That's how the astrologers make money, bro. Like back in the day, why astrology was forbidden, bro, is because these people were fortune tellers, bro. Like fortune teller is like a person can literally hack into your future where it's almost like they don't know anything about your future other than what you tell them. See, so they go off of familiar. It's called familiarity to where they become familiarized with whatever you tell them. So that's why if you ever notice with a tarot reader or someone that does this, they're like, oh, I see somebody like running around, with no drawers on. And it's like if you be like, yeah, like kind of like they don't really know, but they're kind of hitting around to see how you respond or react to what they're saying, which gives them the, signal that okay, that must be somewhat, true. And then all of a sudden, this type of the tarot card situation, like I say, there when okay, when the tarot card is before you, the whole thing of how they get you, bro, is because you're focused on those cards, bro. You take your focus off the astrologer, and then by them trying to tell you something, some people want to figure things out. Some people want to control somebody with it. That's why they even go to an astrologer, or they go to someone like this, or a witch or a warlock, because they're trying to like either hurt somebody or they're trying to figure out something. And usually it's tied to relationships. It's like, oh, is my husband cheating? Oh, if I want him to love me like no other and just be super, super into me. Is there any way you can make him do that? And it's like people will go to these people. But fortune tellers, bro, they was making, man, listen, because you gotta understand, back in the time of like Babylonian days, bro, like where it wasn't really a whole lot of money, wasn't a whole lot going on. And if this right, bro, astrologer ain't nothing more. Listen, astrologer is just like a hustler, bro. It's like a person on the street that's like a dope man type of shit, bro. Where they literally, you don't really know what you buying, bro. It's literally that shit could be fentanyl, like laced with some rollers, or that boy or that girl. It's like you don't know, you don't know the terms. You know what I'm saying? You want to get the hit, the high, whatever, but you don't know what you buying, bro. That's what the tarot shit is, bro. To where these people done figured it out. Oh, how to get rich quick. Oh, sell you a lie, bro. See? Oh, yeah, you gonna be rich in 2028, and yeah, your kids, and whoop de woo. Okay, well, hey, for this fee, you give me 200, I'm gonna tell you your future. Bro, come on, man. Nobody knows your future, bro. God said tomorrow ain't promised, bro. How the hell the fortune teller gonna tell you, the astrologer, how the hell he gonna tell you some shit about the future when tomorrow ain't promised, bro? That's the whole thing, is why God hated so much, is because it's lies, bro. And people is, bro, like I said, you see me, I probably get 100, 200 views. You go off to another, you go to like a astrologer channel, they probably got hundreds of thousands of followers, and probably like I say 10K, 20, 40, 50K. And you see, it's like, bro, some people, like I say, I ain't hating. I'm just keeping it real. Like they really get it, See, the problem is once they get big, bro, it's hard for people to stop buying their shit, because once they get like once people start buying from them, bro, they ain't gonna stop, because they're hooked on the whole, the whole, well, what if, and yeah, he said, yeah, these people are chasing answers, bro, or they're trying to control people. So you gotta understand, witchcraft, it basically lives in the type of tarot and those type of things, where people are, claiming they know your future and what's going on in your life. But here's the thing you gotta watch out for. Sometimes they can make things worse, because they're speaking negativity, lies, and shit into your life through those false narratives, the false, things that they say they're seeing. They can be speaking that stuff into your life. Like they can say, oh, I see somebody running around with no underwear, knocking at your door, disturbing everyone. And that shit can literally happen because they said it, not because they, not because the other way, like, oh, it's because they spoke it into your life, not that it was the actual reading or whatnot. Like, no. Like, and the reading thing keeps you hooked because you only got a certain amount of time. See, like with one of my services, see, I give intuitive insights, and that actually gets rid of the whole tarot card situation, because intuitive insights is like this. I use my gift is to tell you like what's going on. Boom. I don't charge no ridiculous amount because to me it's like I'm gonna get straight to the point. I ain't finna do all that other stuff, bro. Like to me, like to do a natal chart reading, it's actually free. Bro, you literally can look it up yourself and literally find out what's what, bro. You can, bro, you know what I hate the most, bro, is that everything of what an astrologer charges you for is all out there that you could actually get for free. You got Gemini, you got Google, you got YouTube videos, bro. I don't even see why people pay these people. But all this information is all out there, bro, up for grabs. Like it's not even like, but that's why I said it. But what you cannot pay for, bro, or what you cannot get from others, that's what I meant to say, is intuitive, like the raw intuitiveness of a person, bro. They just have a gift. This ain't no rehearsed, read no cards, no none of that shit. It's like the person telling you straight up, like this is this, and then the accuracy is just crazy. That's what that's what my services are. Just accurate, bro. Because like I say, I probably out of like 100%, I claim my services 97. Cause bro, like sometimes it'd be like maybe a detail, maybe a detail off, but usually for the most part, everything be accurate. So like, I be I just be knowing stuff that before I used to say things like, I get lucky sometimes, but nah, I actually be knowing stuff, but I be kind of sometimes I'll be scared of my own intuitiveness because sometimes it be too much for me. It get overwhelming for me to know stuff, and I be like, damn, I don't even know how I knew that. Like the Scorpio situation, but like I ain't gonna lie, the Gemini that I was talking to, I kind of miss her, but y'all know us Pisces, we can't go back, bro. Once we cut somebody off, it's over with, bro. We can't. Even if we miss them, we cannot do that, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, that's hard, bro. Like, that's one of the hardest things about us Pisces is that we be missing people that we didn't cut off to where we be knowing, like, man, we can't we can't let them back in, bro. Even though we like them or we miss something about them, it's like we can't let them come back, bro. Cause they ain't gonna respect us. They gonna, it's like they gonna think they didn't got over, like they didn't did something, like they didn't they gonna feel like, oh, we made you come back, or oh, you couldn't just forget about me or let me go. And it's like, to me, I couldn't, like, I can't do that. That's all entitled, that's all in the whole situation of setting a boundary. Because if you just let a person easily come back just because you missed them, that's kind of like, vulnerability. That's kind of like you caving in such a way. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the cards, yeah, they're just tools, but see, the problem is I understand the business aspect. It's just like with music. Music is not just music. Like for me being in music, I went to school for music. So, basically, um it's like when I was in class, the there we had a class called music business, okay? And it was more to the whole music situation than what you may have thought going into it. People thought, oh, I know how to rap, I know how to sing, I know how to play an instrument. People thought like, oh, I can, get a record deal and be set for life, or you know, just having these all these big, huge like goals and plans, only to find out that it's not music. It's not just music. It's not just about the music. It's music business. So You got to know how to read contracts. You got to know how to get all your royalties. You got to know how to register your songs. You got to know how to do your copyrights. It's like, well, people think these people just go and blow up off of one song, and it's like that ain't how it work, bro. Now, if you're independent and you own your music 100%, you wrote the song, so you can get mechanical royalties, all those good things. Every time your song is played, you get a royalty. It's like your royalties, they come, like it could be a long length of time though, like maybe 6 months, something like that. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because everything you do, it comes with more than what it comes more than what it actually is. It's like it comes with more. So with the astrology situation, it's like what I was gonna do was make my own deck. See, I was at a point where I said, well, you know what? Instead of doing tarot cards, I'll just make my own deck. See, because it's like making my own deck would be the way that I teach it. It'll be the way um it would be better that way for me to the way I teach it for my deck to be made around that. So it's like that way how it's basically like, for instance, like the numerology in that situation. I could break it down through my deck to where, you know, have the certain messages and any type of advice, certain things, and be able to actually make the game. See, make the game be a actual how can I say it? Just my own little way to where it wouldn't be what you're used to, or what's because that's what you can't make. If everybody does the same thing, bro, the situation will be oversaturated to where no one's gonna really want to get anything because everybody's doing it. And I feel like that's what has happened in 2026. 4 years ago, wasn't really nobody really even doing what I'm doing. Yeah, it was almost like until this year, beginning of maybe 2025, you started seeing more people like me doing, you know, doing a channel talking about science. And now it's like more and more and more and more people doing the same thing, sitting in their car, doing the exact same way, talking about science. Some of them got decks and some of them don't. And it's like it's gotten to a point where now everybody looks at Joe Blow or Joe Smo and they're like, oh, I could do that. Oh, this dude is just a regular dude. Oh, well, yeah, I could just sit in my car and talk about science too and get paid. That's how people start doing. But see, the reason why I switch my shit up so much is because I have to always stand out, bro. I can't blend in with them people, bro. Like, if they talking about the same thing, I gotta switch it up, bro. Cause bro, that shit's gonna get old. And I'm telling you, you competing with all them folks. When you in that niche, you gotta create your own niche, bro. If you create your own niche, then you're gonna have more attraction because now your shit's different. It ain't the same as these other folks. See? And I'm not competing with these people because you already know. Like, for instance, it's that one dude, he talk about Pisces all the time. His name is like something Dargan. Like he be always be talking, his videos always be like Pisces this and this, and he always got a face of somebody and then like the little thing. The craziest shit is that, bro, and whatever your name is, Dan Gargan, whatever your name is, I'm not trying to exploit you or say like bust you out or nothing like that, but like I saw his thumbnail design in a software situation to where I was like, oh, I said, you know what, I should troll, and I said I should use his not like copy it, but I was like I should use his little thumbnail, how he be putting his thumbnails just to troll. But I said no, I ain't gonna do that. because I ain't trying to step on toes. But I be feeling like that. Like sometimes I be wanting to like compete with these other like YouTubers because I be feeling like it be like how dare people copy. It's like to me, why would you just copy something, bro? Don't even pay homage. Don't tell people why you doing that shit. But it's like I be getting to a point where I be like, bro, I probably need to start competing. Not even competing. It's like I be feeling like, bro, like they don't really be knowing nothing, bro. They be saying the same stuff, or But then if I was to do that, I probably would feel like I'm hating. So that's why I said nah. That's why I was like, nah. Run said, C Main said nah. Hey, let me see. Run said, don't compete with them. It's not worth the headache. Trust me. Yeah, I ain't gonna compete with them. It's just that I feel like um this is like a see, this is why I'm glad I got the passion for it, bro. Just talking to y'all every day, bro. Cause I feel like this, bro. This situation, being a YouTuber, it's it's a grind, bro. You gotta get it out the mud. You gotta post, even if you don't feel like it, even if you barely could keep, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep your face showing, bro. Cause listen, if you take 2 days off, 3 days off, that's too many. That's too long for you to actually get like not recommended far as your videos. The algorithm will literally spit you out, bro, to where if you just take a week off, you gonna come back and your views, everything, all your videos gonna be to where it's like, damn, I can't even take a damn couple days off. So that's why I say, even though I know my lives be long, it because like I feel like that's more content. Even if I know sometimes I yap and everything, but like to me, it's like you just gotta keep doing it, bro. Cause this is something like a long term thing. It's a long term goal, or it's not something that happened overnight. Like for instance, people think YouTubers get paid like a whole lot of money, but that's only the people that's like the huge following type of channels, bro. Like even if like for instance, I have vidIQ, right? vidIQ shows me like the stats of like other YouTubers, and it shows you like in comparison, like, to your channel, how other channels are doing. And the estimated like net earnings situation, I was surprised to have seen somebody that I actually know, IRL, and I seen their channel, like they had thousands of freaking subs, but they were only making like literally like $80 a month. That's why I said, bro, number subscribers matters, but it all matters if those subs are watching your content. Like if they're not watching your content, and let's say they're sub to you, then it's just like an empty seat. It's like a someone has the seat, but they're not there watching. So if you imagine if you got 180,000 subs, right? And then it's like out of all the 180,000, there's only 60 that are actually watching, bro. That's what I'm talking about. See, and that could be like that, like on a day to day. So it's like, damn, yeah, it says on paper, yeah, you got this amount of subs, but who's actually watching? And that's what matters. And that's really those are really your supporters, because it's crazy. Like me, I got accustomed to y'all. I done seen y'all names before for quite some time, and I appreciate it because that show love. Like, okay, you know your audience, and it's like your audience knows you. So that's like your real audience. So even if you have like thousands of subs, they gotta make sure that all those people actually rock with you, because they can literally subscribe and never watch your content, bro. To where, what's even crazier, they won't even click like on it. Like they'll watch it and just not even like, do anything, to where you could really get a sub, but it really, I don't recommend it. just going around randomly just trying to get people to do that. You gotta like really establish yourself first with people, see if y'all really rock with each other. Then you say, okay, once you cool with the person, hey man, you don't mind, woo doo doo woo. And it's, oh yeah, I got you on that type of stuff. But if they not gonna watch, bro, they're just gonna it ain't gonna do nothing. But um, you know, it's still like I say, it's still a grind. It's fun, but you gotta have if you do a YouTube channel, you gotta be dedicated, bro, to the craft because no matter what you talk about on here, if you eating stuff, you know, telling the world how it tastes or whatever, it's like it's not for the faint of that, you know, like the faint at heart. It's like um you gotta do it even when you don't feel like doing it, even if you know, one thing I will say within my first year, I had got writer's block because, you know, when I used to work as a security guard, I used to like spend a whole lot of time, you know, doing my videos ahead of time. So what I would do is I would make the thumbnail first because that's the way Dross, the YouTuber Dross, told me. Like he told people in the video was to make the thumbnail first, then you make the rest of the, you know, the video. Then you record it and then edit it and whatnot. But I'm actually finna start getting back to, you know, my old way, the old way I used to post my videos with my little intro and doing it like that again because that's how I started. So I'm gonna bring that back. Um, but yeah, this is like I say, that's another thing. Once you start doing something, you don't want to switch it up. Like me, I uh I got two channels. So the other channel is Team Pisces. And that channel, I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do like all my other videos, like the old ones that y'all recognize. I'm gonna put those on that channel. And that was more like a backup channel because I had somebody hacked this channel like about a couple of years ago. They had they hijacked my channel and they had messed up my what do they call it? My metrics. They messed up my metrics real bad to where I had to delete like all those videos, bro, because bro, they messed it up to where the when they hacked my channel, bro, they started uploading like all these Call of Duty, like, you know, video game type of videos to where it messed up my whole like traction. See, so I had to delete all those videos because them videos was holding like they was blocking my growth from the on the metrics. This thing is like a complex YouTube, like I say, it's a complex it's not something that's easily, you know, um put it like this, it's not something that's easily made for you to just figure it out and just do it simply. You gotta know your analytics, you gotta know how to read the, you know, what's going on regarding the viewer and how long the viewer watch, you know, the content. And you don't even get paid until you how can I say it? You don't get paid unless your videos do like over 1,000, bro. You gotta at least get 1,000 views to get your you know what I'm saying, the amount of what you will earn on that video. But the good news is that you you got plenty of time to elevate, to improve, and to like get those views. But it's like I say, you gotta make sure the title, thumbnail, all those things, you know, are on point. But yeah, I like I say, I go live a lot because I used to didn't go live like I do now. And I'm really this helped me to actually you know, have a connection with y'all because before I used to just do videos and just like that's all I would ever do is video. But I gotta do both. So it's like now, tomorrow, I gotta start to make the thumbnails because I don't like the reason why I keep changing my thumbnails is because I don't like the way they look. So I gotta like redo them and do them how I used to do them. So I'm going back to like Those of you that remember how I used to make my own, to the point where I started to make my own, but now it's like I use a different type of a different software thing that helps me, like it gives me a design, but then I can make everything around it or add to it. But I don't really like using, like I say, I don't like it because it's like I like the way that I used to do my. Those of you that have been around since day one, you know what I'm talking about. How I used to make my own, like from scratch, to where you know I just do it the way I do it. But it's like me using this new stuff, I don't like it, bro. Cause it's like it's too. It just don't come out right. It don't really fit me like the way I would like it to. Let me see. What's going on, DJ? Let me see here. Ron said tour the wisdom. Definitely said stream. Ron said he streamed like once a week, and people are nasty, even in the fishing community. Damn. See, DJ said, "Yo, what's up, real? You and your old lady going through it too?" Yeah, we're going through it, Brody. We actually done, bro. We already like just ended it, bro. I just told her like I just wrote the three letter word bye. Cause I was like, she kept like texting me over and over. And I told her, like, man, if you don't stop texting me, I'm calling the police, bro. I told her, bro, cause you keep harassing, just keep blowing my phone up. Cause even if I block her, she'll call from a different number and call like 30 times. Like just I don't know, too much, bro. It's just I couldn't do it no more, bro. I need to like I don't know. I'm just like, bro, it's cause like I say in 2026, everything changed, bro. It used to be like easy to do stuff. Now it's like extremely difficult to do stuff. And I'm like, damn, I gotta get back into the dating life. Shit, I'm gonna have to go to the gym every damn day. I gotta get everything back on board. Um eBay said, how old are you? Shit, man, I'm 40, Brody. 40 years old. Yeah, I know I don't look it, but hey, I probably do, I probably don't. But yeah. Let me see. Ron said it's all pushed by a system of clicks and watch time, as well as you have the platform adjusting to what deemed popular. Uh eBay said you got lazy, bro. Your testosterone getting lower. No, man, I think I probably I wouldn't say lazier, bro, because I work every day. And like when I go to work, shit. See, my type of job is like I do Instacart, right? And Instacart, for those that know about it, or you let's say you don't know, you gotta lift a lot of stuff. Like me, I take like the good orders. I take the good orders, and I know like sometimes it might be like eight 24 packs of water, cases of water. And that's a lot of water to be like lugging around, but it's a good workout far as lifting. It's crazy. I had man boobs and I lost those. I don't have them no more. Naturally, just off of me constantly lifting shit, lifting them heavy ass waters and pushing those grocery carts, bro. My whole chest, I lost those, like the little man boobs gone. So I know it's potential in actually, staying consistent, but like I feel like a lot of my weight is karma because I used to make fun of fat people when I was like, younger. And now, what I'm saying, I get to reap the reap the consequences at the same time. But, it is what it is. Let me see. Ron said authenticity is a big part of drawing in the right people, but many people um authenticity is replicated on YouTube like all the other dance. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like me, I kept changing my channel name because like I kept feeling like, you know, I know it's not good to do that because the algorithm, it changes everything. Once you change your name, it like, has to recalibrate everything. But like, um, I kind of was just bouncing off like you trying to see the problem is when you got a Sagittarius stellium, the problem is with having that placement is that you always want to do more than just one thing, but you can't do that. You gotta be, you gotta focus on one thing because if you do so many different things at one time, you won't be a master of one. See, it's like you gotta just finish, just go do, focus on one thing, one topic, one niche at a time instead of trying to do a bunch of different, things all at once. So me, I was like, okay, most of the audience of the people that watch the content are Pisces. Maybe a few of y'all like different, different zodiac sign. So it's like I was like, well, I wanted to make different content with like different signs and different subjects and stuff, different topics. And I couldn't do it when I had like just the Pisces regular channel. So I said, damn, I had to, make different channels or just like switch the name up. So that's how I came up with the name. But like certified real was like my that's like my artist name. That's me. And I did drop a single on Spotify. It's in the description. It should be in the descriptions from the other live videos that I did, but y'all should go check it out and tell me how it sound. But I did the song is called Evil Within, and basically the thing, like the whole ideal of it was the fact that I was just rapping about zodiac signs. I felt like I ain't never heard nobody rap about zodiacs. Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just rap about zodiac signs. So I rapped, and I actually got to do a diss song against Scorpio. I got a diss track coming out regarding that, and I just did a Evil Within was just talking about how each sign basically like um if y'all hear the lyrics, tell me how it sound. I mean, I feel like it sound good, but a person that makes music gonna always, think they sound good. You gotta let somebody that you don't know hear it. So yeah, I want if y'all could please check out that my song on Spotify. Let me know how it sound. If it's ass, let me know. I need all the criticism. I need the honest opinion because shit. I'm gonna do a diss track to Scorpios. I gotta drop that because, bro, like, I got it because I mainly I freestyle. So like the way that I just said it, like, bro, that shit sounded nice to me. I'm like, damn, I ain't, but it's crazy. Like, I kind of felt like, see, it's more like I do see myself somewhat mystic because I'm like, man, let me do my music in such a way where it's like I talk about signs what in my raps. Cause man, the one song I came up with, that shit was fire, bro. I'm like, yeah, I gotta start doing this more often because I'm like, yeah, it's like, see the thing about me having Gemini, Black Moon Lilith and Gemini is I'm able to like use my words quickly. I can like talk fast or talk slower or just the way I'm able to dissect things and break down things through similes, metaphors, just rhyming in general. But it's crazy how the shit came out, bro. I'm like, damn. Um, but yeah, welcome Misty. How you doing? Doing all right. Just kind of letting it letting myself kind of like just finally letting that situation go, man. As far as that, I lost the Leo woman today, so it's like, man, I ain't really tripping because the situation it wasn't good from the start because like when I first met her, um, she was my sugar mama, bro. So like I wasn't really intending to like make nothing of it, but to be like, you know, I was just like I would be just come over there and give her the D and get my little, my little coins and whatnot. But then it was like it turned to be off to her because she's older than me, so she's like 50. So I'm 40, so that's like 10 years. So it was almost like she was just like, me, I wasn't really used to something like that, bro. Like she was just like telling me, she was literally, climbing my tree, telling me like, yo, you come over, do this, whoop de whoop de woo. I'm like, okay, I tried it. And then when I came up, bro, I had like, bro, I shit you not, bro. Like, cause all the money that, I earned, I said I earned, all the money that I got from the situation, man, I was buying, man, listen, bro. I ain't never in my life had that type of money, bro, to where I was just like, I ain't know what to do with it, bro. I'm like, yo, this is like thousands. I'm just thinking like, and I started getting scared because I'm like, bro, all those. Let me show y'all, bro. I ain't even trying to get on no bragging shit, bro. But like, I was scared because on the Cash App, it's like it'll tell you all your transactions, bro. Let me see if they still in here. But like all these damn transactions of like old girls sending me money, bro, it was just too much, bro. That I started getting scared, bro. Cause I'm gonna tell you, if I look, I'm gonna show y'all, cause I know a lot of y'all be thinking I'm lying and bullshitting. I'm not bullshitting, bro. Let me show you this. I'm trying to find let me see, cause sometimes you type the person name in and it shows you how much they sent you, like all together. Damn, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all this, bro, and y'all gonna be like, "What the fuck?" So, old girl sent me all of this money right here, bro. I'm trying to cover up her name because I don't want to name the name showing on it, but you can see it for yourself. Let me see if I could cover it up. Right here, bro. So if you look closely, she sent me over like $7,000, bro. You see it? 7149.50, bro. Just for just for beating them cheeks in, Brody. And that's why I said, like, bro, that's some different kind of shit to me. Bro, I'm like, it blew my mind, bro. That I just said, like, yo, this don't even seem real. This seemed like a damn dream, bro. To where once I seen that, bro, I started feeling like, yo, and this ain't the first time, bro. It's the first time for that amount. But I've been like running into situations like this, and I can't. It's like it's always some type of shit going on, bro. I think it's got a lot to do with my Pluto placements because I ain't never at list. This was all her idea. It wasn't me. This was her idea. See? And then it's just like I couldn't do it no more, bro. It got to a point where I think the bad side effects to this situation is now I don't want to have sex no more with nobody. Nope. Like I can really think about it, but then I just won't do the actual act. Like I don't want to. Cause I'm conditioned to I'm conditioned to be like, yo, I ain't doing shit unless it's got you know, some coins to it. But I feel like that's a good thing for me because it helps me, stay self controlled. But it's not good because of the whole, what I'm saying, with the whole coin thing. But to me, it's like I'm glad I got the self control to where I could just be like, nah, I ain't doing that. Nope. I ain't going over there and just doing something and it's just a for free situation at hand. Nope. Because, bro, like, I feel like somebody will value that, bro. It's crazy work, bro. Crazy work. So that's why I say, like, man, you gotta be like, you know what's crazy is me looking just like this too, bro. That's why I be saying the clothes don't mean nothing, bro. The clothes don't mean nothing. I don't really know if she had low self-esteem, Andrea. I don't think she does, because she's a Leo. So a Leo is like extremely confident on the surface, at least, but I don't think she got low self-esteem. I just think she's a freak. It is what it is. Cause look, a lot of women, as they get older, they get into their prime. It's almost like once a woman gets of that age, they get hornier to where now they just become just freaks to the point where to have a designated freak, that's what they be wanting. So some of them, they even just, playing around with themselves, they don't want to do that. They rather have the real thing. And it's almost like if they're like busy all the time, they're working all the time, they don't have time to have, a relationship, or just, you know, they are always at work. So it's a conveniency for, people like me where, hey, hey, I'm actually off, until later tonight. I'm working third shift. You want to come through? And oh, okay, come through. Do 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 do. Like I say, man, the dick got a mind of his own. So, shit, whatever he got going on, that's his business. But it is what it is. Somebody, when we see Misty said, damn, said damn though. Oh, why you say that, Misty? Said it's kind of work. I mean, I ain't proud of this. This is a thing, bro. It's not like I'm over here bragging and proud of the situation. No, I think it's terrible. I think it's a bad thing to do. But what I feel like is I didn't ask for this, bro. See, the shit, it just happened, bro, to where I couldn't say no either, because it's, to me, it was almost like it was in that season of when it was happening. It was cool, I had a situation that happened transpire, so I felt like this was actually help. See, but as I mentioned, it was only for a season, because 2 months, I haven't seen her in 2 months. And I stopped sleeping with her like 5 months ago, to where I told her, I said, I told her, I said, you kind of ruined the whole intimacy thing between us two, because of the whole you doing the coin situation. I said that ruined the whole like thing, because now it's like I can't even get into that mindset with you, because sometimes, bro, I just this woman, bro, she wanted, man, I can't even tell you the amount of sex that this woman wanted, bro. It was just like sickening, bro. Like she wanted it like she would want to go like 5, 6 rounds, bro. And like I used to feel like throwing up, bro. That's just too much, bro. Like I don't need that much. Like I'll like, maybe get two off, maybe just, two down slugs, boom, boom, and I'm done. But nah, bro, she's one of them type of freaks that wanna, go 10, maybe 6 rounds in one freaking, sitting. And I'm like, bro, if you don't sit your ass down somewhere, I don't want it. I'm not crazy about sex like that, like I used to be. So I was like, with her, she made me like just hate it, to where like, bro, I don't even want to do this, because this is all she ever wanted to do. she didn't want to go out to eat. She didn't want to go do. We went out to eat, at times, but she wasn't like the type of person that was like, let's go out to eat. All she used to be calling me for is come fuck, come fuck, come fuck, come fuck. Come on, come over. I'm horny. Come on, come on, come on, come on. That's all she wanted, bro. And it got played out. Remember I said if you keep eating the same shit every day, it gets old, bro. You don't even want it no more. It's like if you keep getting the same shit, the same goddamn meal, number four with a Sprite, you going, bro, it ain't gonna taste the same no more because you have too much of it. It's like, bro, I don't even want that no more ever again. Because you just get burnt out. Nope. And it's like she just kept wanting to do that shit back to back, back to back, back to back. Imagine, bro, imagine Monday, the girl calls you over to smash, right? So you all for it, you energized, you're like, okay, you go over there and then you do it, boom. Okay. Y'all both fall asleep, wake back up. She wanna go again. Boom, you go again. Boom. Then you leave, go to work. She say, oh, can you come back tonight? Hell no. But then it's like you feel it's almost like you're trying to like keep it as a business if that's the best way I can say it to where you're trying to give good business and then it's like your body can't keep up to it because it's too much. It's too much, man. It's like, bro, I just couldn't do it, bro. Like, man, and the craziest thing about that type of stuff, I do not recommend that to nobody, bro. I mean, I know the money, the coin sounds good, but it ain't worth it, bro, because you you will get desensitized to the whole, situation. And then it's like, imagine, bro, it's that shit kind of fucked it like it I say this, when I was doing it, it really messed me up mentally. But like I say, it just kind of like it used to be a secret because I was scared to tell somebody because I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy, bro. And I said, you know what? Screw it. It ain't even no big deal. I'm so used to stuff, bro, that it's a lot of stuff I tried that, bro, it's to the point where, bro, it's not even like no big deal to me. Maybe to y'all, because it's probably, it's probably taboo or foreign, but it's like, it's just to me, it's just a situation. And I met her off a chat like I said met her off chat life. I meant to say a dating site. And I told her how I even met her was I told her that I told her that my occupation was a dental hygienist. And she was like, "Oh, so you're a dental hygienist and wow. Yeah, okay." And man, I told y'all, I mean, if you drop that bait, bro, you gonna, man, catch something. But here's the thing. When I told her that I was a dental hygienist, she believed me because I drew the illusion. I drew that illusion, see? And then I smashed before I smashed before she found out the truth. So once I smashed, then we ended up talking about my occupation again. And that's when I told her, like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a dental hygienist, man. And she was like looking at me like, I'm like, I got mad, I got pissed off because I'm like, you should have knew that already. You should have knew that already. But she was fooled because the car was driving. See, I was driving my BMW, so she thought like, oh, he's really a dental hygienist. I said, see, I can't be driving my good cars because that shit. See, if you drive your good cars, people gonna only want to talk to you because, oh, you look like you got money or something. They gonna like, oh, you driving this, oh, you must be, You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah. And then I don't like it because you could get set up. Folks can like try to rob you, set you, do anything to you, especially if you're driving around the city with that, or they'll just like hate on you and throw a shopping cart into your shit. You never know. So yeah, I smashed before she found out, and I just told her the truth because I saw that she was like getting super, super, like trying to like get in a relationship, trying to speed things up, and I'm like, nah, bro, just tell her because she going. But that was the thing for the dating site. That shit worked though. I'm like, what the heck? I would have never met her had I not said that stuff. Like, I would have never met her, fam. So I was happy that the whole little dental hygienist thing worked. The only reason I did that was because I noticed that women be asking me that all the time, like, what do you do for a living? And then I'd be like, what I do for a living? Well, I sell poop. I sell poop for a living. That's what I do. I make 40 grand a year selling poop. And I'm lying. It's not like I'm being dead ass serious, but if they ask me a dumb question too soon, I give them a dumb answer. Yeah, I bought her birthday presents. I bought her like certain things, like I always got her stuff like bath body and all kind of stuff. It's like I never like just took, or it was always 50-50. Like I ain't never do her like bogus or nothing. Like it's just that we ended up getting together after we started off, you know, s- sleeping around with each other. But that's what kind of threw it off because like it started being like different. But I don't know. It's just kind of like no, it's weird. Um, yeah, Andrea. Yep, she was paying, but she was paying. I think is because like she wanted extra like more rounds. See, and that's why I said nah. You know, let me see. She said, "Wait a minute. Anyone can have low self esteem." Not saying she did because I don't know her, but um, at first I thought maybe she didn't. Yeah, my life is it's been an entertainment, but it's like I think like me doing that, I was just trying something. I felt too I was just trying it, trying to see like what it was about. Cause I used to joke around when I was like, back in the day, I used to be saying stuff like, oh, a gigolo and saying little funny little things. But like when I basically got her, actually tried the shit, it was like, it wasn't for me, bro. Just like I say, I can't do something like and it be the same damn thing over and over and over and over. But she would try to do stuff. I shit you not. She would literally call continuously and keep saying that you coming over every man, bro, every day, all day. That's it. Nothing else. Not no. Let's come over. You know what she told me? This Leo woman told me. She said, I said, I didn't feel like doing it this time, right? I said, hey, if I come over, I just want to chill. I told her like, you can, rub my feet. I had a hard day at work. I don't really feel like, doing no sexing around with you today. She told me, oh, you must think I'm a dumb bitch or something. She said, oh, so you think you just gonna come over here and just lay down and I rub your feet and I don't get no D? I was like, took that deep breath, like, bro, would you just stop, let off of that shit, bro? I said, cause I said, you always like talking about it's all you ever think about. And she said, well, if you don't, if you, she was like, well, you ain't gonna give me no D, then don't come. I'm like, all right. She basically told me cut and dry. If you ain't giving me no D, don't even come over here. I said, all right, bet. So she didn't want me like coming lounging around at her house. It was like a you coming over, we getting into the bedroom type of situation. That's all she wanted to do all the time. And it was sickening because, bro, every time I seen her, that's all she ever wanted to do. It was nothing else, bro. Nothing else. No other interest. No, let's go get food. Let's, watch a movie together. Nope. It was to get to the point and leave. See? Now she would fall asleep afterwards. She would be snoring. Sleep like a mug, bro. And then me, I would be wide awake. And then I would literally start packing, like putting my clothes on, showering. And then I used to have to like sneak out her house and just to go home because I didn't feel right sleeping in the bed with her, bro. Because it's almost like I felt forced or I felt like I'm already doing something that I'm not enjoying. It's like I'm just over here doing this with her. It's like, but this ain't none of this shit like something I want to be doing. Even if she was fine, bro, even if she was like super, super fine, because she was about an 8 out of 10. But even if she was like a 10 out of 10, I still would feel the same, bro. Cause listen, like I say, doing it once, maybe I say in 7 days, I would say in 3 days a week is good enough for me. That you screwing for 3 or 4 days a week is just that's enough. But every day, bro, I would literally puke. That would make me throw up, bro, because there's no way, bro. Every single day, you got to be a freak. That's more than a freak. That's a fucking like a damn controlled robot type of situation. Cause, bro, don't nobody want that shit that bad, bro. Not me, at least. Yeah, man, I got tired. I got tired, but it wasn't even tiredness. Okay, so first off, when you guys do, it's like you start sweating, you get hot, then it's like once you get done, it's like you want to go to sleep, you want to get in the shower. And with her, it was like she would just go to sleep. She'll have her little fishnets on, like her little lingerie, little fishnet, or her little onesie. You know how y'all women be wearing like the little onesie fishnet or the little onesie, looks like one of them baby onesies, but it's for a grown ass woman. But literally, she would be all in her little like outfits, cause Leos they be doing stuff like that. Like they be wanting attention when they got these little like lingerie outfits on to where I don't know. Maybe she got something off of that, but I didn't. But it's just I don't really care. I ain't really into all that shit. Like I if I'm gonna do something, I rather the woman to be naked. I don't need you don't have to have no fishnets on and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, let me see. Drea said, "Oh, I judged you so harsh. So sorry. I was feeling away at first. Usually though, the man is the one who talks and only wants to do that. I had an Aries like that, but he was also a big time user. Said, I know you don't need my approval, but happy for you. No, I mean, it's to me, I feel like this. If like, see, it's not like a role reversal. What it is that she wanted to do that shit all day, every day. I'm talking about 50 times a week. That's a lot. That's man. Listen, that's like on a porn. level to the point where it's like, bro, it to me, it ain't even about being tired. It's just I can't like me personally, I can't do the same shit every day, no matter what it is. Like if I work, I work in a different type of way to where I'm doing multiple different types of work. It's not just the groceries. I do, you know, rides, VIP rides. I do all different types of shit to where doing the same damn thing all the time, all day, that's it. It gets old. It gets boring. So that's why I was like, with me, it's not like I'm just like saying, oh, I don't want to do something. It's just cause it's like I didn't that's not all I wanted to do with her. But it is what it is. I mean, I also feel like this is that when you when you have sex with other people, it's always different. See, like you can have sex with one person is different from another experience with another person. So that could be a situation too. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Uh don't forget to sub up and hit the like button. And don't forget to check out my song on Spotify. It's actually the link. I'll put it in the description, but it's also in the description of the other live videos that I've done. So feel free to check it out and tell me if you fuck with it or not. And I'll catch y'all next one. Peace out. Thanks for watching.